Hi everybody, I'm here to report on yesterday's 2-1 defeat at Ibrox by Motherwell. Yes, Motherwell. I must say, after Wednesday's comeback at Kilmarnock, for the first time in ages, I was actually looking forward to going to Ibrox and seeing a new, inverted commas, Rangers team after the advice and instructions from Barry and his fellow coaches. And it turned out to be the worst performance of the season, especially the first half, which was so diabolical. People didn't come back for the second half. All the empty seats appeared after half time. It was that bad. I suppose what can you expect? New manager, same as the old manager, picked the same team that finished against Kilmarnock. So we had yet again Tavernier, useless as a right back. Suddenly he's a wonderful central defender. Left back Yilmaz, who hasn't exactly set the heather on fire in the last 2 years in that position, he's again at right back. And then Drosser's up front. That says it all. Hadji on the left wing when he's not a left winger. I mean, the managers really know anything? Why are they getting paid good money? Let me take the team and I'll soon pick a better team than this. And as for his new broom, instilling into them what it means to be a Rangers player and how determined you have to be, and you've got to show heart and guts. Oh yes, none of that on view, especially the first half. You know, bullied off the ball, bullied on the ball, swept aside, shoved aside, all the usual stuff. Nothing had changed whatsoever. Motherwell bigger and stronger than us, faster as well. So we were up against it, even if you look at it logically like that. But then it doesn't help when you create the 2 goals for the opposition in the first half hour. I mean, the first one came when Butland, he caught a cross from a corner, quickly ran to the edge of his box and rolled it in front of Drossers. So Drossers is leading the break. This is a breakaway because they've got most of their men just outside our box. So just pass it to the side where the Czerny was, and this will be a promising attacking move. And his first touch, far too heavy. It goes, I don't know how far ahead of him, but by the time he chased it down, the Motherwell guy had got there. So basically, he ended up kicking it off the Motherwell guy's legs, so it ricocheted back the way to our 18-yard line. And how about this for luck? We had about 3 or 4 guys there, and it went straight to the Motherwell player. Thankfully, at least briefly, his shot was more like a pass back, straight at Butland, so no problems. Oops, wait a minute, Super Jack has spilled it right in front of the guy racing in to tap it into the net. So although it all started with Drossers, you can even blame Proper a wee bit because he played the guy who got the initial ball onside by his heel. You know, if he's a split second quicker moving out, that's offside, but no, the guy's onside. And then, of course, the major blunder was from the goalkeeper, just, terrible shot that was more like a pass back, and he still can't hold it up. So what a start to the game within 10 minutes. So our fault totally. Motherwell capitalised, can't blame them. They've got to take gifts like that. Then when the second goal came, it was another one of our own doing. Ball goes back to Tavernier, who's about 5 yards in our half. He takes the ball, he half turns, he doesn't even look. He's just trying to pass it out to the wing, as he does to Yilmaz this time. And of course, he doesn't see Lennon Miller 5 yards away from him. So his pass goes straight to Lennon Miller. That's mistake number 1, especially when he's the last man at this point. It goes out to the touchline, so Tavernier has a chance to redeem himself, just tackle him, put him up in the air, put it out for a shy, whatever. No, Miller just skips by him, moves forward. 2-3 passes later, the ball's in the net. And the other culprit was the fact that Shefty, who should have been marking that left-hand side of the box, he's in as if he's a centre half. So when the guy runs onto the pass, nobody within 10 yards of him. So easy job just to crack it into the net. That guy's name was Tom Sparrow, by the way. But I reckon Captain Jack Sparrow could have put that ball in the net. Nobody anywhere near him. Goalkeeper not even diving for it, sticking a leg out as it goes by him. Absolutely shocking. So 2-0 down, playing badly, no heart, no determination, not going forward any more than we used to under the previous two managers. So what's changed, Barry? Sloppy passing, passing it straight out of play instead of right to the guy 5 yards away from you, all that kind of stuff. Hardly any decent attacks. I think we had 3 or 4 shots at goal. One Cherny blasted well over, another one Diomande hit better, and the goalie palmed it over, so at least that was something. But then Drossers, as usual, misses 2 really good chances. One, cross to the back post, he's unmarked, onside, side foots it, a volley side foot, into the side netting from about 7 yards out. Absolutely disgraceful. And after that, cross into the box. I think it was Hadji. All he has to do is put his head on it, and it's in the net. He's only about 6 yards out, and it hits his shoulder and goes nowhere. That sums him up. So terrible first half. Couldn't have been any worse. And sure enough, the second half was slightly better, but only slightly. Drosser's got a goal. Nice through ball from Yilmaz. The Motherwell guy made a mistake and it went beyond him. And give him his credit, Drossers actually pounced immediately and just fired it into the net. So that should have been the comeback. Plenty of time to get 2 goals, never mind an equaliser. But it all kind of never really came to anything. We had a couple of shots the goalie saved. We weren't brilliant saves, but at least they had to save them. And then we thought we'd actually equalised when Drossers hooked the ball over the goalie into the net. And VAR took ages to decide it was offside. And I've seen it on Sports Scene highlights, I've seen it on my Rangers TV recording today, and there was no way that was offside, because the whole decision seemingly was based on the idea that Yilmaz's pass actually hit the knee of Danilo and then went to Drossers, and that's when he was offside. And I've seen that, I don't know how many times, how many angles. There's no way that ball touched Danilo or the Motherwell guy who was beside him. You cannot see that ball hitting him from any angle. But the linesman put his flag up because he obviously thought it hit him and Drossers was offside, because he wasn't offside when Yilmaz hit the initial pass. And then on the Rangers TV coverage that I looked at today, about, 5-10 minutes after the whole incident, VAR shows you the red line showing you he was offside, but they're only showing you that he was offside assuming it hit off Danilo, which it definitely didn't. So did they even look at that? Did they look in detail, different angles, to see if that ball actually hit off Danilo? Because if they did, they'd have seen it didn't hit off him, so he wasn't offside. So I suspect VAR took the easy way, or at least maybe that's their way of getting out of denying Rangers a goal, by showing you that line, he was offside because the ball came off Danilo. Either they didn't even bother looking at did it come off Danilo, or they saw that it did, or it didn't, and they just ignored it. And there's your justification. He's offside, ball hit off Danilo, no goal. So that was the last chance we had, I would say, of making it 2 each. Although I say that, but we had a couple of other chances, but a couple of shots that didn't go in the net. Goalie saved them. There was one where Danilo was put right through, but a nice pass for once from Drossers. And all he has to do is shoot. He's 6 yards out. 7 yards out, only goal to beat, just shoot. But no, he took a touch to try and pass it back to Drossers, and he sort of got his feet tangled, and the chance just sort of frittered away. Absolutely shocking. Another one he had later should have been a header on target, and it went away to the side of the goal, nowhere near the goal. So he missed 2, in my opinion. He was only on 15 minutes, so that's how bad he was. Near the end, the captain, who had a shocking game, the ball came out from a header from the defender. He's about 8 yards out. The ball's dropping on to his right foot. Volleys it yards over the bar. I mean, in a good day, obviously they go in, but not in a day like yesterday. So shocking performance all round. Sums it up when I tell you that the best man in the team was actually Balogun, who came on at the start of the second half. and he showed the rest of them up. He's the oldest guy in the club, I think, and he tackled well, he headed every ball. Anybody that came towards him with the ball, he just took it away from them and ran forward, and sometimes passed it, sometimes ran forward. So he was easily the best man of the match. The rest of them, absolutely shocking. And the 3 games coming up, to Fenerbahce and a Celtic game, they can't play anywhere near as badly as that, or it really will be curtains for the rest of the season.